countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
The history of Jank isn't just meant to be a show about the worst of the worst, the decks that were the bottom of Konami's barrel. It's also meant to be an examination of some of the decks that were just under the power level necessary to scrape into the meta, and some decks that were unplayable for a number of other reasons. Such is the case for today's deck, number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon Rulers. Now, at a time when the Dragon Rulers were around and playable in some capacity, this card released. This monster, which can be made with 3 level 9 monsters, can also be Xyz summoned by using a Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster you control as Xyz material. This meant theoretically any way to get to a rank 8 could potentially make this monster. And what does this monster do? Well, it sends 3 dragon-type monsters with different names from the deck to the graveyard. To those of you who understand what the Dragon Rulers are capable of, you recognize this is functionally an auto-win. As a result, this deck did not last for long, only about a week and a half before it was banished to the ban list. But in that week and a half, it was wholly dominant, completely upending the metagame around it. Regionals that happened during this weekend were almost entirely Dark Matter Dragon Rulers, and as a result, the game was mostly unplayable until they were no longer legal. This makes them a perfect candidate for Jank. While they are an important part of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, they are largely an anomaly, an unintended consequence of leaving a whole bunch of powerful dragon monsters legal at the same time as their enabler. So what could you accomplish with number 95? Well, a couple of things. Aside from sending any number of Dragon Rulers you want to the graveyard, you could also send Eclipse Wyvern. By sending an Eclipse Wyvern and a Dragon Ruler, you could banish the Eclipse Wyvern and then get the target that it banished, usually Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, to get the other Dragon Ruler back as well. This was an unbelievable advantage loop and a power play that almost no deck had the capacity to keep up with. Now, despite the fact that this deck was unbelievably powerful and nigh uncounterable, that doesn't mean there wasn't variety in builds. Alex and I are going to be playing 2 different variants of this deck. I'll be playing the version playing Mythic Water Dragon and Mythic Tree Dragon, while Alex will be playing the variant playing Hieratics. Both of these were incredibly popular and incredibly successful, and likely the format would have coalesced around one of them if it had kept going. As is, I'll just walk you through the individual cards. Out of the board, we're boarding into Skill Drain, so Beast King Barbaros does double duty as both an 8-star monster that you can normal summon and a big beater post-board. Blaster Dragon, Ruler of Infernos, Debris Dragon, Double Eclipse Wyvern, Glow Up Bulb, Mythic Tree Dragon, Mythic Water Dragon to make that 8. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Red Ox, Tempest, double the Whitestone of Ancients, the Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the Flamvel Guards. For spells, we're on Book of Moon, Burial from a Different Dimension, 2 Cock, 2 Dragon Shrine, 1 Gold Sarcophagus, double Mystical Space Typhoon, a 1-for-1 Arageki, a Snatch Steal, a Soul Charge, double Trade-In, and 3 Upstart Goblin. In the side, we're just on a bunch of cards that prevent our opponent from going off. Honestly, none of them outside of the floodgates are going to make much of a difference. In the extra, we are on Armades, Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Spark, Felgrand, Gaia Dragon, Hieratic Sun Dragon, the Dracosac. This card, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, is usually what we're going to overlay for Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. Prime Photon is independently very powerful, and of course, Big Eye is good in any format where everybody's making Big Eye. So with that, here's Alex.
How did we miss this deck? This deck is fucking crazy. I guess, like, in the context of when this deck was released, it sort of makes sense because it was only around for a couple weeks. I don't believe there was a major YCS where this deck was legal, so people were only allowed to really play with this deck at regionals, but Dark Matter Dragon is no card to scoff at, basically requiring any Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster to overlay on top of it, and when it's Xyz summoned, you can send 3 dragons from your deck to the grave, and your opponent also banishes 3 monsters out of their deck, so it's like a mini Future Fusion with 4,000 attack for dragons specifically, and then also you can detach a material so it gets 2 attacks. Remember, it's 4,000 attack, so when you look at it, this card's fucking crazy, and it's no surprise that it really didn't last too long in the game, or at least the, you know, the ancillary cards around it didn't, just because It's nuts. It's an absurdly powerful card, and we never got to show it off, either in history or I guess in Jank, and so we're going to go ahead and do our best to, I guess, make up for that. So introducing Hieratic Dark Matter. This is a deck, like I said, that didn't really exist long in the format, but was very terrifying. So the biggest thing at this time was, how do we actually get 8s onto the field to go into one of our Galaxy Eyes to then go into Dark Matter? Well, you see the deck that Joseph's playing, and then you have this one as well. We have, since we have cards like Hieratic Seal the Sun Dragon Overlord that we can get off of a tomb, since we have a card like Hieratic Dragon of a Set that can copy the levels, that gives us some 8s. We can then go into this, which upgrades into this, and then we are off to the races. So crazy powerful card. I remember this from like Blue Eyes format, and I thought that was crazy, but man, imagine playing that when you have like this at your disposal. It's insane. So let's do the card by card. I've played Hieratic before in both history and Jank, I believe, so we'll see how this goes. We're only playing 2 rulers, which is kind of weird, just Blaster and Title. I guess like you don't need 4, but it's strange to me. Card makes sense in Hieratic. We were always playing this just because we just want to have a million cards to kill our opponent with. Eclipse Wyvern's cool just because we can get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, so that's a nice send off of Dark Matter. And then we have the Hieratics. We have triple a set. I'm not really sure why we're on Jabeb of all things, but I guess it's like another normal summon to get our plays going. Triple Nepthet, triple Sue, triple Tefnuit. Then we're on the funniest card I've ever seen, and this is probably why this is in history of Jank in all honesty, Legendary Maju Garzette. Now, I'm familiar with this card, don't get me wrong. I just can't believe that people legitimately played this, but I kind of get it, right? I mean, this card can't be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by tributing all monsters you control. This card's attack becomes the combined original of the attack of the tributed monsters, and it also has piercing. So, theoretically, you could go something like Atum, get out like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, even though it's 0 attack off the Atom, it goes based off original, so it's really like you can give this thing 2800. Or if you find a way to get into Dark Matter Dragon, that's 4000. If there's any like attack locking restrictions, Legendary Maju Garzette sort of just bypasses that, and during this time, this is what all the top players were playing, which is why you see stuff like Book of Eclipse and Book of Moon in here, because what you tried to do was you would Eclipse or Moon their Dark Matter. It has 0 defense. Then you would try to just summon a million monsters for Legendary Maju Garzette, and then if you have over 8,000 damage, you literally just pierce them in 1 attack per game, and they're playing this deck, so there's no battle trick or anything to stop them. And that's game. So, you know what? I kind of don't hate it. It makes sense. We, of course, have the obligatory Labradorite and the double Hieratic Seal. I don't know if we need 2 of this card necessarily, but, like, I kind of get it because we want to make sure we always have it. The spells, we have double Eclipse and Moon, double Lance. I think this might be an OCG list because Feather Duster's in here, and I don't think this was legal during this time, but that could be me not remembering correctly. Triple Convocation, Reborn, triple MST, double Nightbeam, and double Breakthrough Skill. The extra deck, we just have Leo, Star Eater, M7, Felgrand, double Charger. We have Full Armor Photon, as well as our Galaxy Eyes Prime, just in case we want to keep leveling up. We have a Tome, Draco Sack, Tachyon Dragon, double Big Eye, and of course double Dark Matter. The sides, double Veiler, Fire Hand, Ice Hand, Maxi, Book of Eclipse, Diffusion, double Chalice, and double Twister. This is gonna be an interesting one for sure. It's cool to show off one of like the most powerful ban cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's funny that this deck like only existed for 3 weeks, and we missed it completely. So I'm glad a lot of you guys brought that up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, I don't exactly know when people considered Hieratics or Mythics or Dragon Rulers to be jank, but you know what? I'm not complaining because we actually have 2 playable decks for once, and this might actually be a good episode compared to the last 40.
Yeah, you know, sometimes jank isn't about the quality of the deck, but the fact that this deck probably was not meant to exist. There were no events during this period outside of regionals, but all these regionals were swept by this deck, so we figured we'd give you a taste, and I don't know, maybe we'll give each other a taste as well.
I think it's fair considering that we didn't really touch on this in history of Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's weird when we have these like one-off decks. It's kind of hard like to decide where to slate them. But in any case, shout out to patron Paleozoic Mirror. This is the wrong video for you, but thank you for the support. You got the hand up, Joseph.
Yeah, sure.
I rolled a 1 for the number of Dark Matter dragons I need to resolve to win the game.
I threw up a 7, so go off, King.
Woo! Let's go. Why would you put up a 7, Joseph? I can't imagine why.
Could be any reason, honestly.
Could be any reason. Any reason. All right. Best of luck. Wow, my hand kind of sucks.
Whoa,
do I even want to go first with this deck? I am playing a Hieratic at the end of the day. All right, let's figure it out. We'll go Convocation.
Yeah.
There's no Ash Blossom, so this is resolving 900 times out of 10. Think we need a Sue to make this hand work. Probably be our best chance. We'll go Esset, sack Esset for Sue. We'll trigger the Esset and get our Labradorite if I can find... This deck has to be playing Labrador. I swear I put it in. There we go. Okay. We're going to Convocation again for another Sue.
Uh-oh.
And then we'll sack that Sue for this Sue.
Oh, come on.
Trigger Sue. This time we'll get the other vanilla that we're playing.
Ballin'.
We're ballin'. We'll overlay for a tomb.
Yep.
A tomb effect will get red MD.
Yep.
These stats will matter. But that doesn't matter when we go red MD effect, get back S-set.
Yep.
S-set to make all Hieratics 8.
Here we go.
And then we overlay for... I don't even think it really matters, honestly. Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon.
Sure. I think you usually use Tachyon, because this one's actually good.
Okay, in that case, we'll use Tachyon. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
So we'll go Tachyon Dragon in that case.
Oh, you're going to use
go
the
Dark
battle
Matter.
phase effect? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Going first, we'll use the battle phase effect. All right, the boy is here. I guess we'll use the effect.
Yeah, nothing.
So we can send our rulers.
I was going to say 3 rulers.
Yeah, there's a couple cards in particular that we'd want. This may shock you. I actually don't have more than 2 rulers in this deck.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you need that, like, more than that, but whatever. I guess for the third one, I could just send the ball to get it out of my deck. I'll just go Eclipse Wyvern, trigger Wyvern, level 7 or higher. Do I even have a level 7 or higher? I guess this gets the ball out of my deck.
Gets it into your hand.
I guess, eventually. Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm... Oh, man, I really want to banish the rulers, but it's actively a terrible idea. I mean, it's not that terrible.
It depends which rulers you have.
I've got most of them. We're going to banish Tidal.
See, they'll let you search Mythic Water Dragon. Like, that's
I
scary.
know, but that's... I really don't want to banish anything else, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's... I don't have a choice, right? I have to?
You have to. Yep.
3 monsters.
They have to be different names, which
they?
I don't really think matters too much because I think all the rulers are limited for this format.
No, I don't. Yours are different names.
Oh, mine are different names. Okay.
We'll banish Beast King Barbaros.
Yeah. Damn, we were
Man.
playing any 8s we could, weren't we?
Fucking, I don't know. Maybe a Water Dragon. How about that? I'm
Sure.
drawn
You get a
to.
trigger title.
I am. I'm going to grab a Mythic Water Dragon from deck to hand.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so I guess theoretically I can keep going here.
Yeah.
So we'll banish. I guess we'll just get rid of fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep Labradorite around, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna banish... It has to be hand or grave, doesn't it? I can't do field. That sucks. This red MD is just sitting here, literally not doing anything. I think this deck's meant to go second, if I'm being honest with you. Like, Dark Matter gets the 2 attacks. I'd be able to just make something more... I can make, like, Big Eye, take one of your things, and just get a ton of damage in. This just doesn't seem good going first, especially because I can't even set up a Draco Sack, so... I'll just pass.
Stand by main. This hand looks pretty crazy, but, I don't know how I'm wiping this fucking 4K guy. Okay, let's lead Upstart. Whoops, wrong way.
What do you mean? You don't wipe him. You just take him with Big Eye.
I mean, that's the plan. Ooh, wow. Normal Mythic Tree Dragon.
Sure, I have 0 interaction, clearly.
Special Mythic Water Dragon.
There you go. There's your own Dark Matter. There you go.
We'll modulate them.
Yeah.
Whee! Let's go. You know, I really don't want to do that.
I mean, it seems pretty easy. You just make Galaxy Eyes. If you have full armor, you do that. You can pop my
I have a
thing.
really funny line that locks you, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Let's just win.
How are you summoning? How are you summoning this?
I skipped
oh,
a
that.
step.
Okay, you skipped a step.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll go big man. Big man on
Yeah.
campus. I guess we actually shouldn't skip this step, right? No, we should. It doesn't matter. I'm like, because we want the dragons engraved. The whole deck is dragons. Eclipse, Redox, this guy, Tempest. Let's go Eclipse. Ooh, you're banishing the card. And the Garzit! Eclipse, banish, DMD.
Actually, fuck this. I don't want card. All right, so you're sending Tempest, Redox, Wyvern.
Yeah. We'll banish Tachyon and Wyvern for Tempest.
Sure.
Wyvern, grab DMD.
Yep. Your random's a lot better when you don't have to,
Very true.
yeah, summon it off of 2. I guess I could have gotten, like, Wyvern off of... I don't know how I would have gotten rid of Wyvern, though. I am pretty sure I just kill you here. Just a discussion of how funny I want to make this. Snatch Steal, target your DMD. Sure, that's gross.
DMD, summon back Redox.
Yep.
Overlay these 2 for Big Eye.
Yep.
We'll take Dark Matter Dragon. Banish your DMD for DMD.
Yep.
We'll go DMD. We're going to special from hand. I'm going to summon the Blue Eyes
You don't get
White
another
Dragon.
DMD effect. I think that's a hard one.
Didn't used to be a hard once.
Oh, did it not? Oh, I forgot. This is a Radded, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just go to combat, I guess.
I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm telling you, you're supposed to go second with this deck.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Boy, that was fun. You know what? Fuck you. You go first.
I had a feeling you'd do that, Alex. Shit.
Did you bring in like all your floodgates?
Well, I did, but they're not here.
Oh, good.
Fuck. Okay. Let's go Dragon Shrine.
Okay.
We're gonna send Supreme King Dragon Darkworm here.
Yeah, wrong series, buddy.
Yeah. All right, we'll send Blue Eyes, and then because that's a normal monster, we can send another card. What the fuck am I doing? Get this guy back in the goddamn deck.
I was about to say it.
We're gonna send Flamvel Guard.
That's a lot better.
I mean, it's all right. Jesus Christ, dude. I think you might be right. I think this deck might need to go second.
I'm telling you.
Oh man, I don't even know what I'm sending. I could send Eclipse Wyvern for DMD, but I have no way to get it out of the grave. I think I'm just sending a ruler. I think I'm sending the ruler I want to draw the least, which is Blaster. What is Tempest gets me a wind? That's pretty bad too. We'll send Tempest.
Sure.
Go.
There's no shot.
I'm turning off your Tefnuit.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Is that actually? I mean, to be fair, I think that's a solid play. Okay. Is it going to be enough? We'll have to see. Normal Jabeb.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Maxi.
Am I really gonna take this challenge?
Kill me right now, or I will kill you on the crap.
I'm gonna think about if I can actually kill you here. Hold on. I gotta be honest. I think I can't kill you, and that's crazy given that it's this deck. I don't think I can do it. I can get you very close, but that's not worth you drawing the amount of cards that you would get. No, sadly, it doesn't.
Wow.
That may shock you.
Color me shocked.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I'll just smack you. I'll just let you neg on the maxi and hope that I don't die.
Here's the bad part. I could have, I think, done it if I sent Redox, but as of yet, I do need to draw a dragon. To draw any dragon.
There's a lot of dragons.
That is a dragon. That's a dragon.
Okay.
Regrettable.
We're probably dead then.
Okay, we're going to go Tidal. Oh, God, I really don't want to do that. We're going to activate Tidal.
That is Tempest, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever his name is. We're going to banish Blaster Flamvel Guard. Hey, Blaster.
Trigger Blaster.
Get up here. You know, I actually don't know if I will. Let's find out if I'll be triggering Blaster today. I will not be triggering Blaster.
Okay.
All right, watch this. Whitestone.
Yeah.
We have located the win condition.
You have. Oh, shit. How the fuck am I going to beat that?
This is a Raigeki moment if there ever was one. All right, get in there, buddy.
I'll take 1,000. Crimson Blader activates.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Back to you.
You got a Blue Eyes in hand, right?
I do. I'm going to summon the Blue Eyes.
You are. Level 5 or higher monsters cannot be normal or special summoned. That's funny. Anyway.
No, why are you playing this? Okay, that's fine. I have no problem.
For this exact reason. All right, I'll take 12. Let's get this out of here. Pop your dude.
Yeah.
I could put this in defense to just stave off some damage potentially. And I probably should, in all honesty.
It is not going to matter.
There's a likelihood you could kill me. I mean, you can kill me because you have... I know you have 2 dragons for Tempest, but your hand just kind of blows. But I don't know. I don't feel safe in the slightest. I'll be honest.
I wish I had done Blaster. This Crimson Blader's fire. I'm
Fuck
fucking
it.
up
14.
typings everywhere. I'll take
Let's
it.
go.
4.
Well, if you didn't send Flambeau Guard, you could have added that off of Blaster,
Okay,
too.
all right. We've all made mistakes here today. But I drew Tidal off the top of my deck, so...
Oh, my God.
We will go a Tempest. We are going to banish Blue Eyes White Dragon and White Stone of Legend.
Can you kill me?
Yeah, I think I got to do it a little different, but it's very funny. We're going to go Tempest.
You could have just made the 2nd Crimson Blade.
Banish Whitestone and Tidal.
Okay, trigger title for Mythic Water.
It's really, really good with no Earth in hand.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You could have had Tree.
We will banish Tempest for DMD.
Oh, I see. Okay.
DMD summon Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Raigeki.
Oh, that's exact too.
It's exactsies, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, let's run it back. Run it back.
Yeah, let's run it back.
What the fuck was your hand that you couldn't OTK me?
Fucking Sue double Tefnuit, the ball and blaster. If you didn't play around the Tefnuit and if you didn't Crimson Blader me, you were fucking dead.
Ooh, this hand is a stinker.
Oh, why am I going first? Fuck you. No,
you
you're
got
going
it, you got
first.
Yeah, throw it back. Throw it back.
Habit. I forgot.
Stand by main. Trade in.
Sure.
Discard Beast King Barbaros.
Yeah. It's an Earth for Mythic Water. It's great.
Oh my god, you are so fucked. Cards of Consonance. Discard
For the
Flame
Whitestone?
Guard.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
way
It's
worse.
not Whitestone.
Way worse. Oh my god! You're telling me I drew Whitestone and the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my god, how did he get so good at this game?
I gotta be honest with you, my hand fucking sucks, so...
It's gonna have to work.
You could just not play anything and play around Tefnuit again.
No. We are not gonna do that. What's the play here? We go. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Because they're all at 1.
Excellent.
I think we might be doing nothing. If we're doing nothing,
I gotta be honest with you, I might be doing the same thing.
if we're doing nothing, it's better to pass turn. But unfortunately, I do have to develop something.
Just set Whitestone.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It gets you another it gets you another dragon.
Gets me another Blue Eyes, yeah.
And it gets me a Tefnuit. That's what it actually does.
We'll do Sark.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna banish fucking Redox.
And Red Ox get Tree.
Tree.
Yeah. Okay.
This is so whack. Go.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm gonna need a hell of a draw. Wow, that is like the worst draw it could have been. Holy crap. I think I might do nothing too. Great deck.
Yeah.
Great fucking deck. Yeah.
That's a great draw, actually.
One on Sark for you.
It's actually not a great draw. Fuck you, asshole.
Okay, now we might be able to do something.
No!
Maybe. It's so bad. All right, S-set.
Yes.
Sack for Sue. S-set effect.
Yes.
Okay, no Maxi. Feel pretty good about that. Oh, what am I doing? It's in my fucking hand.
Yeah.
We'll make a Tum.
Yep.
I guess... What do I even do with this? So bad. All right, Red MD. Red MD effect, I will get nothing. Fucking S set, I guess. Actually, nope. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'll just get fucking S set. Whatever. I'll just get in for damage. Oh, I'm sorry. A tomb can't attack. I have to make Gaia Dragon.
Yeah. 2619. Or it's 1,000? Yep. No, it's 19.
It's 19. Go.
Give me this fucking guy.
Get your Redux.
Upstart. It's so fucking annoying. Dragon Shrine.
Sure.
I'm going to send Eclipse Wyvern. Fuck you. I'm sending this guy too.
Okay.
Eclipse
What are you
Wyvern.
setting with Wyvern? Red MD?
Anything here? Wyvern, Blue Eyes for Redox.
Yep, that's good for me.
Wyvern. Debris Dragon. Target Flamvel Guard.
That's scary. Breakthrough skill.
Yikes. All right, banish this guy for DMD. Try for DMD.
Thinking on the summon. It's DMD's Ignition. I'll book DMD.
Ooh, that is disastrous. Wow. That's all I had. So
Redox pass, baby.
you are good.
And Joseph, you fucking fool. I will activate Red MD.
Yeah.
We will summon Labradorite Dragon for no reason because we will sacrifice everything for legendary Maju Garzette.
No, it pierces. Oh, no. Oh, this guy's huge.
He is gigantic. He is 48. I'm sorry, no. He is 28, 26, 54, 64, 7,300 attack. I'm not calculating the defense. That doesn't fucking matter. We're just going into your fucking Red MD.
No, you got me. Oh, God.
Okay, that was a fun ending, at least. We've been very goofy this episode.
This, oh, man, it's crazy to have to play decks that require thought on Jank. I was not prepared for this.
I wasn't either. We can start with yours. I think I've always liked Mythic Tree Dragon, Mythic Water Dragon. I mean, they're two common cards that actually did something in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So that's always a good start.
I fucking hate this. So just like when Dragon Ruler was popular, you play the Dragon Rulers, but the supplementary engine was kind of up in the air, and the Mythic stuff was still legal. This deck is playing just like everything. Mythic Tree, Mythic Water. Obviously, you have to play the Wyverns so you can get Red Eyes DMD. But it's also playing like Guard and Whitestone of Legend with the Blue Eyes. We have 2 Blue Eyes in here. It's just a way to get like a bunch of names into the graveyard so you can make your big old boy. It's also playing Beast King Barbaros, which is like a normal summonable 8-star monster, which is kind of sick. It's also like a trade-in target. It's an Earth for Redox, and you board into Skill Drain.
Oh,
so you do get to just like sometimes just pop off with this. But
it is bigger than every ruler, notably. That kind of matters.
It is large. It is a large man. But far and away the more popular of the decks during this weekend was what you're playing. Largely because it was this deck never really had any time to develop in the TCG, and so this is the build that was very popular in the OCG, and people just ported it over, and not hard to see why. It's pretty svelte.
They literally ported it over, considering we're on Feather Duster in this deck, and I don't think that was legal at this point. But in any case, that doesn't matter. These decks don't play back row, so we were never firing that off anyway. I mistakenly went first when playing Hieratic, which, playing Hieratic, period. I think you just kind of want to go second and just beat face, because especially when you look at Dark Matter in general, which, I mean, at least we got to summon it once. The card just reads, oh, you get to attack twice, and I have 4,000 attack. That seems pretty crazy. So between you with the Mythic Ruler stuff giving you 8 access, with me playing the ball to get 8 access, there are several different ways for us to be able to get there. And Hieratic may have been arguably the more consistent way to, because like this stuff's more in engine versus like the Mythic stuff comparatively. But it's hard to say at the end of the day. I think both decks were like powerful enough in their own right relative to everything else in the meta at the time that if your deck could produce Dark Matter Dragon, you were probably just going to win regardless of the outcome. Because at that point, you're able to just get so much free advantage, sending Rulers, sending Eclipse Wyverns, sending whatever you want, because Dragons are one of those busted just typings in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period, that they seem to have infinite support. What I will say is that I really hate with this deck is that it's just playing so many vanillas because, you're playing Hieratic, but specifically because you need to play the ball to get the 8 access. You just have, like, more bricks, which kind of sucks. But I do like that both of our decks are playing Legendary Maju Garzette. I think this is fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny.
I kind of get it because, like, it's special summonable and it just gets huge. And especially if you're able to, like, eclipse your opponent. Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon has 0 defense. So typically, most people are going to be summoning this. You just Book or Moon, Book of Eclipse, and then you summon Garzette and you just win the game. So as long as you have a huge enough board, which both Hieratics and Mythic Dragons are able to assemble, then you win. No one's playing back row and there's no interruption. You saw in the first game, I struggled to have anything to fight against you, and that's because Felgrand's like the really only interruptive card that I have. And even if I summon Dracosac, I give you tokens for your Legendary Maju Garzette. So very funny time, very janky time.
Especially hilarious because, like, in your deck, Garzette theoretically tributes like your Hieratics. He's so funny. People were playing him as an out to a lot of the Floodgate monsters that like had specific utility against the rulers, but not like utility in a vacuum. Like, obviously, this card doesn't beat Crimson Blader. But it does beat some stuff, and that is very funny. Like a skill drain setup, for instance, I think, because it becomes... he does still retain the attack. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. Regardless, funny match. This was playable for 10 days total. And thank God that...
and we missed it.
Yeah, thank God that we have finally drawn upon this wealth of interesting gameplay.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Little Fade Leaf, Jordan Coons, Dylan Hunter, Dalton, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel Bio Community soon, Cancel Bio Committee soon, Cancel by All Players soon, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, Peyton McGrath, and Candyman. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.